Okay, so this is gonna be my attempt at doing the UH1 campaign for DCS World. This is the beta version, it's not the so-called stable version. So, yeah, let's see. I'm gonna do the first mission, and in this campaign you're apparently a UN pilot, Spanish UN pilot. And here we go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna jump cut this loading screen. Test 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2. Hoppas den funkar. Okay, so here we are then in the UH1 UE. I'm just gonna reset the track IR before we start up, see how everything goes. Well, this is just gonna be a little bit of a ferry flight from Tbilisi, and I'm probably muddling that name quite a bit. Anyway, see here how it goes. We're the rookie pilot, so we're gonna get a little bit of a thrashing from the captain or whatever. Apparently we are Gonzales. And we have Captain Benito to our left side in the UN attire. And this is gonna be from Vazaini to Kutaisi. Yeah, okay. Yep. Here we go.
Well, what's the holdup? Let's go. Make sure you don't break my helicopter. I just got it fixed. If anything happens to this baby, you'll be hammering out the dent yourself.
Okay, let's see here. We're just gonna turn up the brightness a little bit. Here we go. There and there. Okay, and a little bit of a zoom in and look at the helicopter from the outside. Yep, here we go.
Thank God, we're airborne, and I was starting to think you were afraid of flying. Turn to heading 305 and fly over the water reservoir until the rivers join. Keep the international airport off your left side. And please try to avoid colliding with an airliner. Can't be too careful with the rookie at the controls.
Okay, heading 305. Here we go. Okay, so people, this is about as exciting as this is gonna get. I just warn you now in beforehand. Yeah. So that's the international airport, and we're gonna try to have that on our left side. But now it goes quite smoothly, actually. Here we go. Well, after flying this helicopter for a while, you actually realize that it is quite the handful to fly this completely analog aircraft. Of course, we have the force trim and the hydraulics for the controls, but still this helicopter really is really much a hands-on way of flying. So here we go, having the airport to our left side. And we might be able to accelerate a little bit to about 100 knots. Indicated airspeed. So gently pulling up some collective while pushing the cyclic forward and compensated for a torque with the pedals. Trying to keep the ball in the center. And we're about 90 knots. Yeah, well, this, in my opinion, looks pretty nice. Okay, we're just going to turn the intercom to 3. And we're going to do a marking on the map as soon as we get to the edge of this lake here. Yeah, but anyway, this is quite smooth sailing right from there now, but yeah, it's after you get a little bit of practice in this helicopter, it's actually quite fun to fly. There we go, marking for the beginning of the lake. No. There we go, about 100 knots. We're descending a little bit, so a little bit of collective. And there we go. About there. I would really want to have some music to this, actually, because it's a bit boring. Even though the sound of this helicopter's rotors is in itself music to my ears, at least, it would be very fun to have some real, you know, some Creedence or some other type of Woodstock 1969 style music to this. Because it's basically... this helicopter is the 60s. with its extremely nice sound. We're gonna have a little bit from the outside now, so I'm probably gonna F up the attitude of the helicopter, but it's worth it. We can always recover. There we go. It's such a nice sound. If someone doesn't like this sound, you're probably... yeah, you gotta love this soundtrack of this helicopter. It's so... this low rumbling. Okay, time to flip to the next piece of the map. And now basically we can follow the river right across the city here. Here we go. Well, one thing we can do to let some of the soundtrack in is to actually open the rear cargo doors. Here we go. And we get a little bit of a better view of the surrounding area. But also, if we look up at the onboard thermometer, 10 degrees. So it's not really completely hot outside, but yeah, anyway. Yeah. Okay, so where this river splits into these two, one northern and one western, we're gonna go after the western part of this river. Let's see if I remember this correctly. I'm gonna turn on the ADF and tune it to here we go.
Alright, now get see the rivers joining up ahead? Turn left there to a heading of 280 and follow the river. And wave goodbye to Tbilisi.
Okay. Turning left. So another little check mark on the map. Yeah, we're at checkpoint 1 at about 3,000. We see the river here, and it's just following the river. Okay, now I have 177, or no, excuse me, ADF 477, which is our destination radio beacon, so we have a little bit of a radio guidance. And we're just gonna turn down the gain so we don't have to hear the beep from the station. Yeah, there we go. And in case you're wondering, yes, I've actually flown this mission once before. And doing a little bit of a Google search of the campaign, I got a little bit of the information regarding what is what for this.
Follow the river closely heading west, and don't get creative with the navigation. The last thing we need out here is to get lost because of you.
I wouldn't dream of it. I wouldn't dream of it. Okay, let's see what we can do. Yeah, it's just following this river. And now we have that town to the left, so we're gonna do another mark. Yep, exactly. So it's just following this river until we get to Gori. G-O-R-I, which we can probably get a little bit of a glimpse of way out in the distance. Yeah. Here we go. Why not? It's a little bit of a nice sound anyway to have that. Yeah, the Morse signal that tells you if you have the right beacon. In normality, you would have a chart with all the...
The report promised us some tailwinds at altitude today.
Okay.
Let's take it up to 4,000 or 5,000 feet, but not any higher. I left my oxygen and fur coat behind.
Okay, then we will get a little higher. So, race collective, put in some opposite rudder, and we are doing about, well, let's try to hold about 1,000 feet a minute. And we will aim for about 4,500 feet. Okay. Well, we can see the chimney smoke from, I believe it's Gori, right in front of us. And now we're coming up at almost 3,900 feet. Go, starting to push a little bit forward. Trading a little bit of the lift for airspeed forward. Since we have apparently a tailwind.
Rookie, are you going to keep us crawling along like a turtle the entire flight? Step on it. If I have to find my way to the O Club in the dead of night, you'll be delivering pizzas for the rest of your deployment, and not from a helicopter either.
This guy sounds like a real charmer, doesn't he? Okay. And we're almost up to 500 4,500 feet. Yeah, trading altitude for airspeed. On now, baby. Yeah, that's good. Well, apparently this here is not gory, it's apparently further ahead. Not to worry, it's just to follow the river and we should get to our destination fairly soon. Anyway, I was quite the avid user of Flight Simulator X and a little bit of X-Plane 10 before, but then when I stumbled across DCS, I thought first of all it was just a military simulator, but when you fly these helicopters, especially, I know there is a lot of, you know, logging and logistics and a lot of police departments that use the UH-1 as their helicopter of choice. It's actually quite the joy to fly, just because it is so hands-on. At least get it a little bit more coordinated, and we're about 100 foot above what we wanted, so a little bit down on the collective. A little bit more. Yeah, and a bit more collective, and we will start. Yeah, a little bit more collective. Yeah, now we're fairly stable. Okay, now we have another settlement coming up right in front of us. Yep. Oh yes, this is going nice. I really miss hearing some cretins in my ears right about now. So we have the river on the left side, right side, and then right beneath us is the railroad tracks. Yep. Okay, so if I would make an estimated guess, this settlement here would probably be about here. I'm going to do a little bit of a tick mark on it as we fly over it. Very nice view. Yeah, here we go. Yep. That's about where we want to be. Okay, so then this town we're coming up on now, here where the river bends, it must be Gory. Where about? Yeah, here we go. And after Gory, we are just gonna continue following this river straight ahead. Well, it's simulators like these that really want you to take a PPL for real and really learn how to fly these machines for real. Because the simulator can only take you so far. But it would be really, really cool to really know how to fly one of these. Yep, just coming up on Gory here. And probably another smart-ass remark from our dear captain.
This is Gory. Stay with the river for now. At the next big town, we'll turn right to a heading of 280 and follow another stream.
280 at the next town. Well, that's basically the heading we are at right now. Yeah, now we're left Gory behind us, the majority of it is at least, and we're following the river. And as I said at the beginning of this video, this is about as interesting as it's gonna be. It's gonna be flying hands-on towards our base of operations and getting insults from Captain Benito. Well, I can tell you I also have the Aerosoft version of the Huey for FSX, the Huey X edition, and if I had compare...
Fly a little smoother. My ass is about to fall off and my head feels like I'm having a bad hangover.
What? Well, if it's so bad, why don't you take the controls yourself? My right arm is getting tired. Well, it is a soothing sound, this soundtrack from this helicopter. So it's probably Cariel we are coming up to now on the left hand side. Yeah. It's right about now where this flight is starting to become a little bit monotonous. But hey, it simulates the life of a human pilot, so who am I to blame? Who am I to complain to? To get a little bit of speed into this. Come on. Yeah. So now we're basically just gonna follow the power lines here. Get to this here town. Ah, shit. Yeah, as I said before, the FSX version of the Huey from Aerosoft, it's a little bit different to fly. I would actually say that this is actually a more challenging version to fly. The FSX is a little bit predictable in a way. But this is the more challenging aircraft to actually master. Yep, here we go. Wow. Sun glare. Yeah. Well, it's cool. And now we're turning a little bit. Yeah. following the power lines. Well, they have really managed to render a beautiful sunset. And the clouds also, with the shine at the lining of the clouds, it's really great. These are some of the reasons why I think that this is a superior flight simulator. Oh, come on. Yeah. I'll probably do a little bit of a jump cut if nothing more unexpected happens. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a jump cut into this. Probably, or we'll see. Yeah. Here we go. Come on, we're in a checkpoint 4. More checkpoints are there. Checkpoint 6, 7. Okay. Come on. Okay, about 95 knots and going down to 4,500 again. Yeah, I suspect we're gonna follow the river here now and not the railroad tracks, so we're gonna take off a little bit to the southwest. Right into the sunset. Da, da, da.
What do you know? He found it. I guess there is hope for you yet. Keep following this river heading west. Now that I know we're not going to get lost, I might doze off for a bit.
Oh yeah, doze off. Leave everything to me. I'm just gonna follow the river. Yeah, when it comes to FSX anyway, I'm more of a... I really like to fly the A2A simulations, you know, the guys who develop the AccuSim. Their planes are really great to fly. They are about as similar in realism to this, I would say. Really great. Okay, 600 below what we want to be. Come on now. Gain a little bit of altitude. 400 feet to go. Yeah, this map is really nice. I know they're coming out soon with the Nevada for DCS World, but hey, this is actually really nice. Come on, second to last checkpoint, number 6.
Look out. Keep your distance. Separate carefully.
Look who it is. Pedro, is that you?
Hey, Daniel. Yeah, I just got my bird out of repair, along with this new guy I'm taking to base.
Fresh blood. Very nice. We're off to T.B.Photo for the night. Coming back tomorrow.
Have a good flight.
Same to you and the new guy.
It would be nice to see that person that Pedro was talking to. Yeah, anyway, we're soon at the 6th checkpoint and we will change course and basically just head towards the ADF signal. Excuse me. 5th. So cluttered down there, you can really see if it was a 5 or a 6. Yeah, just follow the river here now, a little bit more westerly. Yeah, here we go.
I can already see the CO pouring himself a cold one. Why are we still flying? What's taking so damn long?
Yeah, you can... If he was a real person, I would just tell him to take the controls. No, not really, because I really like flying. Ah, come on. Yeah, it seems about right if we look at where the ADF is pointing and where the where it says from number 6 to number 7 waypoint. It feels like we're on the right track now, following this river. Anyway. Yeah, once again, this is a beautifully rendered map. It's really wonderful with the dynamic light as the sun sets. The clouds being a little bit of red tint to the underneath, and the horizon. Yeah, it's really great. Yeah, we're following the river. See where it takes us. Come on. Okay, so the only thing that sometimes gets me a little confused when I'm flying this is that the rivers on the ground sometimes feels like they are thinner than the rivers depicted on the map. Okay. Here we go. Now we actually entered where we are supposed to be on the map screen. Okay, so the bit thicker river we see in front of us is actually what we can see on the map. So apparently this river here is this here. Yep, so now we have a landmark that we can actually navigate towards. And we have also followed the river right beneath us. Yeah. So this is actually a thing that I think this simulator actually teaches one if you have the aspiration to become a pilot. This simulator actually teaches you very well how to navigate with visual references and the map screen here and visual references in the world around you. I know for a fact that a lot of the campaign missions in DCS you use actually landmarks to navigate. So it really is VFR flight here, visual flight rules. Yeah, and after waypoint 6 it seems like it's not that long to where we're supposed to be, and for some reason I'm at almost 6,000 feet, so now we can really start to, you know, lose a bit of altitude. Come on. Okay, so now I can probably follow those electrical lines we can see down here. The ones here. Probably follow them to the correct waypoint. Yeah, it seems like that's a good idea. Well, this is a little bit tiring. Come on. If you're wondering why I do so many tick marks on the map now, it's because it feels like we're not flying forwards. It's kind of surprising why Captain Benito, besides me, hasn't done, you know, the biggest cliche in long distance travel. Are we there yet? He hasn't started to nag me about are we there yet. But it wouldn't surprise me if they had put it in. Come on now. Now speed up, you. Speed. Or as Clarkson would have said, power! I really miss those three as Top Gear presenters. It was one of my favorite shows, actually. Just love Top Gear. Close enough. La 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 la. And now it's basically just straight towards the camp. Yep. Come on. I think we can actually start to lose.
Almost there now. Continue ease off to the right. The airfield is straight ahead, and our base is just to the right of it. Go ahead, straight in.
Okay, so we can see the Kutaisi airfield right here. So this is where the UN helipad should be. And conveniently enough, I think we have a power line straight beneath us that we can follow straight to the helipad. We're losing a little bit of speed. Below 100, and we are gently descending. Landing light is extended.
What a sunset tonight. So, rookie, is my plane ready yet? We're still not landed? You are some partner.
Gah. Is that just me, or can we actually see a little bit of stars above us? The sun is setting. Yeah, lowering collective as I straighten out the cyclic a little bit and a bit of right rudder. Well, some people say it's about as difficult to fly a helicopter than it is to solve a Rubik's Cube. Well, take it from me, solving a Rubik's Cube is way harder than flying a helicopter. Nice. Brilliant. A little bit of collective so we don't drop so fast. A little bit of back pressure so we are actually slowing down a little bit.
It's a Ukrainian detachment. They are part of our squadron. If someone needs a big, scary chopper flying overhead to feel more secure, we send in the Ukrainians.
There they are, up to the right.
Finally, our base. Land on the helipad. Ours will be the second one, next to the Heinz. Careful now. Don't make me sweat. Try not to blow those tents off.
So we're just gonna do another circuit, or rather a turnaround here, so that the
You see the lights below?
Heinz.
People are having dinner already. With wine, I bet. And I'm still here sober. Hurry it up.
Yeah, it's a pity he's still sober. We're just gonna turn around here and let the Heinz land before us. Just have to think about, watch out for the power lines. And there they are, coming into land at their helipad. Landing lights on. So second hind is in for a landing and we are after it. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Just inching it forward. Nice and easy, and setting her down. Brilliant!
Thank the Virgin Mary. We have arrived. Spool down the engine and double time it to the CO's tent to report in.
Yes, sir. There we go. Just gonna shut off the lights, turn off the landing light and the tail bracket. Oh, another one that is still flying. A couple, actually. And finally, the two hinds. And that's us. Yep, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.